Hey, this is Mark, and today I've got three iPhone 6s here for data recovery. So I'm going to start with what is probably going to be the easiest one, but we'll see. We got a little bit of liquid got over here. Bottom of the board is mostly okay. We got some over here, some here, some over here, and then someone has already removed C5202, so I've just gone ahead and soldered a wire on there because this does have a VCC main short. It looks like it spent a while in an ultrasonic, and sometimes the black coating on some of these chips will come off if they spend too long in ultrasonic cleaner. But for the most part, the damage to this board is really in specific areas. So we'll just start with injecting voltage into main and see what gets hot. Alright, so I've got 3 amps at 1.8 volts, and yep, I can feel this little guy right here getting hot. So I'm going to guess that it is the cap that is ugly at both ends. So get the multimeter out and just go ahead and show that is short. And just pop this right off. Come on, just pop right off. Little bastard. There we go. Pop you right off. Yes, Max? Okay, I'll help you with that in a minute. Alright, and now the short is gone. So let me go help my son because his iPad home button is too hard for him to press, because Daddy didn't do a great job of replacing the screen last time.
I want to watch that show.
Okay, there you go, bud. Alright, so the cap is gone, and let's see what this does on DC power. The short is gone, rather. Well, the cap and the short are gone. Alright, so it's consuming about 10 milliamps before prompt to boot, which they can live with that most of the time. That means main is probably a little bit low. And DC power is kind of sitting at 100 milliamps. Now it's going up to 12, 13, 170. Yeah, this could be booting, so go ahead and hook up a screen and see what happens. Alright, and we got Apple logo. Let's just see if it boots up with working touch, or if it shuts itself down. So I saw that right before it shut down. I was looking at the DC power supply, and it jumped up to 3 amps. So we'll give it a try again, see if it does the same thing. It seems okay. I must have just accidentally grounded my positive terminal on the DC power supply while I was rearranging things. Seems okay now. So now I just want to see that touch works, and then I can move on to the next one, which is probably going to be straightforward. Okay. So yeah, touch works. Perfect. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. Okay, now this one, the note states that that this just screen went dark, and they noticed that it was really dim, and then the screen was just black, and then they tried different battery, different charge port, and those didn't fix it. So now they're sending it in for data recovery. So based on that history, the first thing I did, well, the very first thing I did was notice that they had mixed up screws. So regardless of what the original problem was, this phone has long screw damage now. So that's going to have to be addressed. But the original problem, based on their description and based on the fact that this backlight diode is blown, my guess is that it's the classic iPhone 6 backlight failure where one of these 3 caps fails. So probing with the multimeter will confirm that yes, backlight anode line is shorted. So I don't need backlight to get data, but I'm gonna go ahead and just pop some caps off and see if, relieve that short. Still short. Okay. Take that off, and you know what? These 2 guys, you can come off too. Those are just some VCC main caps. Incidentally, those are also caps that are prone to short. Alright, so now we're back to correct diode mode reading on backlight line, and I should be able to fix this long screw damage, at least just fix the couple of traces necessary for video, and then I should be able to get an image on the screen, although I don't know if my camera is going to pick that up. So this may be another exercise in trust for my viewers. You're just gonna have to trust me. Wow, that is really delaminated. board is very, very spongy. And also very spongy right there. So I'd say chances are pretty good that I'm going to have to dig down into the third layer. Oh, looks like I got a customer calling me back, so I'm gonna have to pause for a minute. Okay, back to this iPhone 6. Hey, baby. Oh, you want me to open your Play-Doh? All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to split my time between working on phones and being a stay-at-home dad. Here you go, baby. I can get that for you. There you go. Baby needs her Play-Doh opened. Alright, let's see just how bad this is. So there's my VIA for LCM reset, and it does not feel spongy, so I'm in luck. If I'm really lucky, I'll be able to expose the bottom end of this trace without breaking off this delaminated section that is holding it. Okay, there we go. Alright, now for the LCM enable. I'm not sure if that's actually broken. It doesn't look like it's broken, so maybe I'm gonna get super lucky on this one and only have to repair one trace. Almost time to get some new tweezers. These have been bent and straightened so many times. Alright, that one's on there. Tin up these tweezer tips a little bit. They're getting a bit oxidized. There we go. Alright, now let's see if I get image. I'll see if maybe the camera will pick this up if I shine a light through this backlight. All I've got on hand is this black light. Where's my dock? What did I do with my iPhone 6 dock? There it is. Okay, I do have image, but I'm not sure if this is going to pick it up. Let's see. Oh, that's right, I got a flashlight on my phone. There we go, we can see the Apple logo. Looks like this may be boot looping. Let's try hooking it up on DC power supply. Well, that looks like it's gonna work. All right, now we just gotta hope that touch works, and I can move on to the last one, which was the worst of the three. Okay, yeah. There we go. Draw your pattern. What the hell? This is... It's got a pattern unlock like Samsung. I've never seen that before. Alright, well, let's see. Yep, touch is working. So, good to go on that. So that's 2 down, 1 to go. All right, last one, and this one had some pretty heavy corrosion all around audio IC. And then it was pretty heavy around the edges of the PMIC, so it's possible I may need to reball or replace that PMIC. And then there was also some corrosion down here around baseband PMIC, which as long as there's no shorts, I don't have to worry about that. And then pretty heavy corrosion around speaker amp. Let's see, in the top side we had there was some corrosion around chestnut, so that's probably going to have to come off and get replaced. Connectors look pretty good. And then I inspected this bottom half through the sides from what I could see. And if water gets under this shield, you'll see, somewhere you can see the ends of components under here. And you'll see some signs of liquid. I didn't see any signs, so I'm just leaving that shield on for now. So I will start with seeing what is our diode mode on VCC main. Full short. Alright, so starting with the easiest thing, I'm gonna just pop this cap off because we know this guy tends to fail a lot. Let's see if that helped. No, still full short. So next I will pull off chips that are unnecessary but have connections to main. Starting with this speaker amp. And did that relieve our short? No. Alright, next up is going to be audio IC. Still short. Alright, so next I will pull off chestnut. Let's just have a look. See if we can see under chestnut. Oh yeah, I can see one of the balls is completely missing. A lot of corrosion under there, so chestnut, you gotta go. Yeah, pretty gross under there. Even if that doesn't relieve the short, that chip definitely needed to come off. What's the matter, baby? I will be right back. What's up, baby? Oh no. There you go. Okay, let's see if that relieved the short. And it did not. So, it could also, and probably is, under the PMIC, but it also could be any of these VCC main caps that looks like crap. So I'm going to go ahead and inject voltage first to see if any caps jump out as being super hot. So I'll just take my wire off of this one. And let's see what we have. So again, I can feel some heat. Let's see if I can get the culprit to stand out. It was definitely in this area. Alright, so the acetone is not helping, so we'll just try some freeze spray. Oh, yep, there it is. So, that guy right there. And now diode mode is 0.119, which is very, very low. So I could go through and knock off some more ugly caps, or I could see if this phone wants to boot as is. I think I'll just knock off a couple of really ugly caps. See if that helps. I can't remember which ones, if any, around here are on main, so I'll leave those alone. And I can't remember which one's over here, but I'm pretty sure that... Not sure about that one, but I'm pretty sure these two are on main. Okay, so let's see what is my diode mode now. Alright, that has lowered my diode mode from 0.119 to 0.061. So that makes me wonder, when I see like change like that, it makes me suspect that the short is due to corrosion, which would be most likely under PMIC. Let's just see. Let's see if there's anything else that jumps out as needing to be dealt with. Just want to make sure in pulling any of these off that I didn't create some kind of minor short. I don't think so. Alright, so now my diode mode is back up to 200 and kind of fluctuating. Yeah, it's at like 230 now and still slowly climbing. So anything over 200 is usually good enough for the phone to boot. So I'm going to go ahead and just see what happens if I put a screen on this and prompt it to boot. Maybe I am going to get out of changing that PMIC. Oh, I don't know why I put a screen on it. Obviously it's not going to have image because it has no chestnut. So on DC power supply, it looks like it could be booting for a second, but then drops back down. So I would still like to see if I'm getting an Apple logo, so I'm going to toss a new chestnut on here. Where the hell are my chestnuts? That's not good. I need those guys. Is that some chestnut in this bag? Nope, that is backlight driver. Crap. I have misplaced my chestnuts. Ah, there we go. Found them. Okay, are we gonna get image? Yep. We got image with backlight for a split second, and now I can still faintly see the Apple logo. And it looked like it went to the connect to iTunes. So it's stuck in recovery mode right now. And we have no backlight after a brief flash. And it looks like this filter is corroded, so I'm gonna pop that off and just put a jumper on for now, and then we'll use iTunes and see if we can kick this thing, or we'll use 3U tools, see if we can kick this out of recovery mode. Okay, screen back on. There we go, Apple logo. And connect to iTunes. Right. Let's see if we can kick this out. Well, looks like iTunes is not recognizing it. 3U tools is not recognizing it. Okay then. So that could be the dock. So I will try this in another housing. There we go. Alright, this dock is getting retired to the trash bin. So we're going to open 3U tools, click exit recovery mode, and keep our fingers crossed. Are you going to boot this time? Come on, little guy, you can do it. Make me 3 for 3. Ah, nuts. So no, it will not kick it out. So now the next step is to try and update. via iTunes. Which is going to take some time because I have not downloaded the latest iOS for the iPhone 6. So I'm going to go ahead and stop and then pick this back up and either show that it's working or continue working on it. Okay, I'm back with this last iPhone 6 and it failed the update with error -1. So that is most often going to be baseband related. So I'm going to go ahead and pull baseband PMIC. And man, it's really weird that that Tigress is like, turned like that. I guess it's fine. But yeah, we can see definitely corrosion under baseband PMIC. And without a baseband PMIC, the iPhone 6 should restore, unless there's been some change in iOS 11.4. So we'll go ahead and just give it a try, taking this off, clearing up any corrosion, and then see if it will pass an update. So not a ton of corrosion under there, but enough to cause a problem, I think. Okay, let's get this back together in a housing. Alright, so back to Apple logo, connect to iTunes, and let's try another update. Just waiting for the software to finish extracting so we can start the update. Come on. I'm gonna go make some more coffee while this thing runs. Okay, it looks like it has started updating now. Let's see if I can get that progress bar in view. So before, the progress bar made it just about to the right edge of the apple, maybe 2/3 of the way across. And it is taking its sweet time. Hasn't even started filling up the bar. iTunes says it is still verifying updated iPhone software, which I guess means that it's busy calling up Apple and saying, "Hey, can I install this?" And that's taking forever. Alright, come on, little iPhone, you can do it. So yeah, this is boring. I guess I can stop and then start back up once it gets closer to finishing. And we're back in the same situation. Failed at this point with error -1. Max, mommy's not here right now.
Dad?
Yes, what can I do for you?
The bug guys were crazy.
One of the bug guys were crazy.
Yeah. They were the big ones.
So I suppose it could be this little EEPROM here, or there could be something corroded or some shorts under this shield. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and take the shield off, see what we're working with under there. This shield is always a pain to get off. That's why I try and avoid it if possible. Alright. So I guess there is a little bit of corrosion here. Not much, just a tiny bit. Not really anything over here. This all looks good. A little bit of corrosion here. Now, I doubt that this stuff was enough to cause that problem. But I think I would rather try doing the restore again. Before I pull baseband PMIC or baseband CPU. Let's see. Doesn't look like there was any liquid around the transceiver or these guys. Alright, well, I'm going to give the update one more shot. And I guess I'll just start recording again if I get somewhere. Okay, I'm back again, and I feel like a total idiot because I know better than this. So, like, I know that the iPhone 6 can boot without baseband, but it cannot restore. And that's why I'm getting the error -1, because I'm trying to restore with no PMIC, no baseband PMIC. And I know better than that. I blame the fact that it is way too early and I haven't had enough coffee. And just completely spaced out on that fact. So I think that I'm going to try reballing this IC, because I don't think that the chip itself is bad. I think it was just the corrosion. Okay, where's my stencil? Is that the right stencil? I don't think that's the right stencil. This looks like the right stencil. Yes, Max? She's on the couch. Yes, you can. Okay. Cleaning all the gunk out of this stencil. I really don't get why they chose to make some of these round balls while all the rest are square, round holes while all the rest are square. I really prefer the square holes. Alright. How does this chip fit in there? Like that. And that's really embarrassing, trying to restore this with no baseband PMIC. I got like 2 minutes into restoring it the second time and was like, holy crap, I can't believe I just recorded myself doing this. Alright, and I gotta go get Max a roll. You want a Hawaiian roll, bud? Okay. Here, I'm gonna give you one, and you bring one to Fiona also. Okay? Yes. Give Fiona her roll. Okay, so rather than using paste, I'm going to try and do this with balls. I feel like it comes out of the stencil a bit easier when you use balls rather than paste. Oh right, yeah, I forgot these .2 balls just barely fit. I've had to do this before not too long ago. Last time I was in New York, I had to reball one of these. So it'll work. I just have to kind of push down on the balls to get them into the hole. No, they're fitting. Just barely. Alright, come on, I gotta get some of you balls over here. Ugh. Ugh. Drives you nuts. Well, that didn't make things any better. So I know some of you right now are out there cringing, just like, why doesn't he just use paste? And I don't have a good answer for you. Started doing it this way. Now there's no turning back. I feel like there isn't a ball in this hole. Okay. Alright, let's get everything cleared away from here. And get my hot air. And we turn the airflow way down on this to try and avoid blowing balls away. Still need a ball right there. Oh man. There we go. Try this again. And it blows right away. Perfect. I'm just going to add a little bit of flux. A couple of these balls are still sitting high, not connecting to the chip. There we go. Alright, that should be good. Alright. Just hit it one more time to tighten up those balls. There we go. Now we'll put this back on the board. Goes like that, I think. Alright, how does it go? Alright, we got missing ones right there, missing one right there, and missing ones there. Okay, so it goes like this. Okay, that should be good. So now we just cool it off a bit and give the update another try. So as as embarrassing as it is to do something like forget that I have to have baseband PMIC to complete an update, I think it's good. And you know, even though I'm recording this and not live streaming, I'm not going to go back and edit that out and try to you know, make it look like I did everything perfect the first time with, you know, no missteps. Because I think it's good for people to see that, you know, everyone forgets things and makes mistakes, and you know, I'm not immune from that either. All right, we're back to connect to iTunes. And we're going to update again. And it's going to work this time. Oh, and my coffee is probably done by now. Yes, baby? You kids are crazy. Okay, you can do that. Hello, baby. You can't find the switch.
Because it's not in its charger.
It's, well, I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it. Why don't you look through the couch and see if it fell down in the couch? Okay, so we're back to progress bar and waiting for Apple to verify that I am indeed allowed to try and restore this phone. And hopefully this time it's going to complete. Alright, getting started. Now I'll just let it sit here at the point where it had failed before. Oh, mommy's home, yay! Good, you got more milk. I'm recording, FYI. Yes, Max. Oh, Mommy can help you look for it.
Oh, yep, it's a blanket. Okay. Let me put this stuff away.
Alright, this thing is taking forever. But it's gonna work this time.
You want this time?
Dad,
Yes, Max?
I put it on the couch all the way at the back.
Did you look under each cushion?
No.
Look under each one. Max has lost the Switch. Oh no. No, you can't play Kirby. Well, you don't have to pull it out. Just lift the cushions that are on the back of the couch and look down in the crack. No, not that. On the back of the couch. The ones that we put our back against. This part. Yeah, lift those up from the bottom. There you go. All you have to do is just look. See if it's not there, then check the next one.
Mommy will help you in a minute. I'm just getting grapes for Fiona.
You don't have to pull the big cushion off, bud.
Yeah. Okay, Mommy's here so I can
Man,
hold
this is
it.
taking forever. I feel like half of this video is just going to be a progress bar while I talk to my kids. Alright, now we're going. Okay, bud, give me a couple minutes and I'll come help you look for it, okay?
Honey, Mommy's gonna help you.
Alright, now we're hanging out at the same point again.
Here.
And this is the point where it switches from updating iPhone software to verifying updated iPhone software. So I think it usually pauses at this point. And if baseband is working correctly and able to provide the information that iTunes wants, then it continues.
You're looking for what?
And hopefully, now that I've reballed the baseband PMIC, it will be able to do that.
Mommy's gonna help. It's right here.
Yay, Mommy found the Switch.
I don't know either.
I don't know how it could have gotten into the couch.
Mommy needs a coffee on the shelf.
Alright, I think I wasn't looking. Did that progress bar move? I feel like it moved. Maybe it didn't. Yep, we're in updating iPhone firmware now. Yes! This is gonna work. And then it's gonna boot up and touch is not gonna work. That's my prediction. I will be very happy to be wrong.
No, garbage dog, you stay outside.
Come on, little iPhone. You can do it. I'm gonna have to rename this video when I upload it. 1 full hour of watching iPhone progress bar. Oh, come on, little guy. You're so close. Alright, your iPhone has been updated and is restarting. Come on, iPhone.
Dad, I can use the iPhone because she thinks Frank's not it.
There we go. Got Apple logo again. And, oh, wonderful. We're at Connect to iTunes again. Great. Alright, so I am going to put this aside for another time. I may record and do like a follow-up video. Yeah, actually, I think I'll just, yeah, I'll just do a follow-up video. So, 2 out of 3. Alright, thanks for watching. Okay, back again, and so I neglected to check the most obvious thing, which is does the home button think it's already being pressed? And the answer is yes it does. So the way the home button works is that you have 1.8 volts at this pin right here, and when that is pulled down, it registers that as the key press. So measuring voltage on this pin, which runs to a diode and over to this resistor right here, measuring that voltage, I'm getting 0.6 volts, which is low. So the phone thinks that the home button is being pressed. And that explains why it keeps booting into recovery mode. So what I'm going to do is just try to steal 1.8 volts from somewhere else. So I've checked on the back of the board. There's a resistor that connects the home button to the home button line to PP1V8 SD-RAM, and that resistor doesn't look corroded. And then on, let me switch over to ZXW real quick. There we go. Alright, so I'm getting on both sides of this resistor, I'm getting 0.6 volts. And then this down here is the back of the board, and this is the resistor, the pull-up resistor that ties it into 1V8 SD-RAM. So what I'm going to do is just try and run a jumper to some other 1.8 volt line. So let's see if I can find like PP1V8 always. So I want to see if that is anywhere in the area, and it's not, so let's try just straight up PP1V8. And I do have some components here and a little test point here that I can run a short jumper. So that's what I'm going to try. So we'll try running from this little guy over to the resistor, and doing this will it'll mean I can't press the home button, or if I were to press the home button, I think that would, it would pull the entire PP1V8 line down and probably make the phone shut down, or it probably wouldn't like that. So all I really need to worry about is getting the data off this phone, and I think I will be able to do that if I can just keep 1.8 volts on the home button line and get it to boot. Alright, so first I'm gonna see if I do have 1.8 volts here still, or if the home button line is now pulling all of PP1V8 down. So I will prompt to boot, and 1.8. Alright, so disconnect battery, connect screen. And let's see if it boots. Not in recovery mode. Well, we're looking pretty good so far. I think it would have already booted into recovery mode if it was going to. So, awesome! Oh my gosh, press home to upgrade. Okay, let's connect the home button and just see what happens. And nothing happens. Alright, so I can deal with this. How am I going to press home button? I will just disconnect that line. I'm just trying to get it to register a home button press, and of course it is not. That's a pain in the ass. I really hate these changes in iOS. Alright, so let's see. What am I gonna do here? I guess I'm gonna see if I can get the actual native function of home button to work. My little cheating method is not gonna work. So this is the resistor right here that connects home button line to 1V8 SDRAM. So I guess first I'll try just getting this resistor off. I want to just get the resistor stuck to one of these pads. Okay, so that resistor is now off, and then I'm gonna solder this back on, and then try connecting to this side of the resistor, which is the side that actually goes to the connector. And we'll boot back up, and I'll try try the same thing I did last time again, but without so many variables on the home button line. Where did my screen go? Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Alright, we're going to boot up again. Okay, so we're back to press home to upgrade. And I'm gonna just try this again. Yeah, she was actually throwing those away a little bit at a time, but then I forgot to keep reminding her. Alright, so let's see if that registered. Yes, it did. Awesome. Alright. And we have no touch. Of course we have no touch. Why would touch work on this? Nothing else works. Why would touch work? Alright, so little by little, making progress. I am going to be 3 for 3 on these iPhone 6s. Alright, so it looks to me like if anything got hit really bad, it's going to be Cumulus. So I'm going to start with taking off Cumulus. Not really a lot of corrosion under there. I mean, some of the balls kind of got a bit corroded, but there isn't like standing corrosion, so maybe something had a bad connection. I think it's worth trying to just stick this same Cumulus back on, since I don't see signs of like actual corrosion left behind. And there's a good chance that in doing this I'm going to take out backlight. I hope that I don't, but this being an iPhone 6 with backlight driver underfilled directly opposite, you know, there's a chance it's going to happen. Alright. Yeah, I may need to pull off Mason too. It sounds like somebody's here though, so I'm going to take a quick break. Okay, back again, and I think I'm just going to pull off Mason just to see what it looks like under there. Yeah, a little bit of corrosion.
Are you guys hungry? Do you want any goldfish to snack on or something?
Unless I also need help because I can't do this thing.
Okay, honey. What do you need help with?
I mean, you're looking me over all of the gas.
Okay. Is it one of those rolly ones for your friend circle?
Yeah, but the whole place isn't busting up.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see if I can just stick this guy back on.
Well,
I think I got you to a secret area.
I'll do that.
Fiona, he wasn't getting in your way. Don't be a butt.
Mommy.
Fiona, you be a butt. You want goldfish? You want some milk? Don't feed the bucket to your brother. Clean up the giant
All right.
you made all over the floor.
So, with any luck, this will now have working touch and working backlight still. So we got backlight, that's good.
Yeah, well, maybe you should sit on the couch, as couches are intended to be sat on. Yeah?
Press home to upgrade. All right. Let's press home. Let's see if maybe the button will work. Nope. Go back to the old way. That did not register a button press.
Mom, this is
There we go. And we do have working touch. All right. Now the last thing is to pray that I got the correct passcode. Okay, it looks like that was the correct passcode, but now we're at press home to recover again. Kind of weird. Oh, and digitizer has come disconnected. And phone is rebooting. All right. Well, I think that, I think I'm out of things that are really beneficial for this video. This is now, it is in a state where it can be recovered. I have working touch, and I can kind of make the home button work by messing around with it. So this one is going to be recoverable. And there's really no point in recording the rest of me trying to make everything work. So 3 for 3. All right. Thanks for watching.